Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Don, this is Rockin' the Country. I've got a gift request from Penny from Hedlund. Penny, thank you for this gift. I love that nickname that I gave you, Penny from Hedlund. But those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. But we're a pretty friendly group around here, knowledgeable of country music. And I've got a Country Heart series and folk songs and even songs by like Billy Joel, like beautiful ballads that just have that inner feel of a traditional country song. The Country Heart series was designed for that. So anyway, I reacted a couple of years ago to the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, and it was blocked. And it's so frustrating as a content creator, as a YouTuber, to do reactions, and you see everybody else being able to successfully upload and react to them, but not me. Like Brooks and Dunn's Believe or I Believe. That song, I cannot upload for some reason. I've tried several times. But I tried a couple different things with this version of the song, and I think I'm going to be all right uploading this. We're going to find out. But anyway, this is what Penny said. For your Country Heart series, I am from Minnesota, though currently living in Arizona. Anyway, on Facebook, I joined a group called Minnesota History. They talked about the sinking and wreck of this ship, which made me think of the song. I looked, didn't see it on your list of songs, so I am requesting it. Right, and that's because I did numbers of times try to upload my reaction to it, and it was blocked. But I grabbed a different version of the song. It's the same sounding song. I just grabbed it from elsewhere, somebody else's channel. So we're going to see if I can get this up successfully. And I'm wearing my Canada hat because that's where Gordon Lightfoot's from. Here we go.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down at the big lake they call Gitchagumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty.
52 million pounds?
That good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with a crew and good captain well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. Then later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling?
I'd read that he put this song together from reading news articles and hearing what was in the media and stuff, the different pieces and snippets of information put in here. He gleaned this from the media, and that's quite a way of writing a song. To me, impressive beyond belief, because this is one of those iconic songs that once you hear it once, you never forget it.
The wind in the wires made a tattletale sound, and the wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait when the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind.
52 million pounds of iron ore, I think. Steel.
When supper time came, the old cook came on deck, saying, fellas, it's too rough to feed you. At 7 p.m. a main hatchway caved in. He said, fellas, it's been good to know ya. The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. And later that night, when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
As a captain, he felt completely responsible. That's rough.
Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours?
That's an unbelievable line.
The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her.
45 minutes,
they
maybe?
They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water. And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters.
This guitar work is fascinating in this song. That's distorted purposely there.
Lake Huron rolls, Superior sings in the rooms of her ice water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen. And farther below, Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. The iron boats go, as the mariners all know, with the gales of November remembered.
So Lake Erie goes over Niagara Falls. Dang.
In a musty old hall in Detroit, they prayed in the Maritime Sailors' Cathedral. The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, they said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early.
Oh, it's over? Wow, I got lost like in a trance. I was there practically. But man, like the different guitar work on this, it's the first time I really noticed it. Even though I reacted to it before with headphones, I'm so focused on the story, the lyrics, that you can lose sight of the instrumentation, which was predominantly the guitar work. I mean, the drum is just moving along in this thing, but just the sheer magnitude of this thing. I think you said 26,000 tons, which is 52 million pounds. And it displaces more than that because the ship itself weighs something. So, you know, it's this massive ship, but the captain is ultimately responsible, much like a pilot on an airplane is responsible for whether or not that aircraft takes off. And even if there's clearance from air traffic control, the pilot can still say, no, I don't like what's going on up there, and it's going to be a little dangerous. Same thing with the captain of a ship. They make the ultimate decision based on weather predictions and, you know, other mariners out there, other captains of ships and such reporting what's going on out there. And just like he said, the other mariners and folks had theorized that if they put 15 more miles behind them, and let's say they were making 20 knots or so, another 40, if they left 45 minutes earlier, they might have made Whitefish Bay, and they would have had safety in that bay or wherever they would have been able to dock up, or I don't know if they moor out there. They probably, or anchor, they probably do. I don't know how deep the water is there. I mean, that would impact whether or not you could anchor or whether you'd have to, pull up to a dock somewhere. But nonetheless, it's just one of those compelling stories that the way it was told, I'm not going to rate this song. I would give it a 10, but I'm going to put that in the unrated because this is an homage to people whose lives were lost. It's a hell of a, you know what? It was just a general one. I don't know. I'll put this in the 10 category and the Country Heart series because this is really just no matter what genre you're partial to, this is one of these compelling songs, period. So Penny, yeah, thank you for this. Hopefully, obviously, this sees the light of day, but I couldn't tell if there was steel in this. There were times where it sounded like it was steel, and then other times it sounded like it was just sort of like bending a guitar string, just high pitch, but tough to tell. But such a compelling story of tragedy, so well told. So thank you for that again, Penny. That was just a wonderful trip down memory lane, even though it's the sad, incredibly sad story. So, all right, folks, have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country and songs for the country heart.